Write out the first 5 terms of the sequence given by the formula cosine pi n over 2 over 3n minus 1. And we start our count, our index, at -2. Okay. So cosine pi times -2 over 2, all over 3 times -2 minus 1. Then we'll increase to -1, then 0, then 1, then 2. Okay, so this is going to be cosine of -pi up on top, -6 minus 1. Cosine of -pi is going to be -1 over -7 is 1/7. Okay, next term. Pi -1 all over 2. 3 times -1 minus 1. So this is going to be cosine of -pi by 2. Okay, and cosine at multiples, odd multiples of pi by 2 is always 0. And down on the bottom we'll have -3 minus 1. So this is going to be 0 over -4, or just 0. And the next one, cosine pi times 0 over 2, and then 3 times 0 minus 1. So it's cosine of 0, which is 1, and 0 minus 1, so we get 1 over -1. Just going to get 1 there. So our sequence is starting 1/7, 0, 1. What else will we have? Well, we want the first 5. So we plug in 1. We're going to get cosine pi by 2, which is another 0. So we don't really need to worry about what's on the bottom here. 0 over 2, it's 0. In fact, every other term in this sequence is going to be 0 because you're always going to get an odd multiple of pi by 2 for odd indexes n. Okay. And we get cosine pi times 2 over 2. That's just going to be cosine of pi. And then 3 times 2 minus 1. So that's going to be cosine of pi, which is -1. So we get -1/5. So the first 5 terms, 1/7, 0. Oh, this should be a -1. Okay, good thing I went back to double check that. Yeah, 1 over -1 is -1. It's -1, 0, and -1/5. And it'll keep going. And as I say, every even one, just because we started with an even index, so these are odd indices, but they are even in terms of position. But every even position term will be 0.